Hello everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Bendy News. Bendy News will be a news series posted here on my channel where I'll be talking about the recent news surrounding Bendy. So how about we get a taste of what's to come today. Bendy the Cage got a new teaser trailer along with an updated Steam page. Sammy confirmed to return in Bendy the Cage. Bendy Secrets of the Machine updates. Bendy 3 got a new title along with a new Steam page. Joey Studios has partnered with Captain Alex Designs to create new Bendy and the Ink Machine styled controllers. Bendy and the Ink Machine, Bendy and the Dark Revival, and Bendy Lone Wolf have all got a new playable soundtracks available on Steam. All Bendy games are getting new quality of life updates. All Bendy merch goes on a Madness sale, and more. With that out of the way, let's start with Bendy 3's new title announcement. Bendy 3 finally got a name, Bendy and the Ink Factory, which implies we get to visit a factory in that game. With the trailer, we also got a whole new Steam page dedicated to BATIF, where we get a look at the so-called Ink Factory. In those screenshots we can see that the Ink Factory is actually a Gent factory which got teased back in 2022 in Dark Revival's ending. But in the final screenshot we can see a silhouette of small Bendy. That's all the news we got for Bendy 3. We don't know who will play as and who will meet. So, how about we continue on to Bendy the Cage. Bendy the Cage was a game announced back in 2024 that was supposed to take place in the Bendy and the Dark Revival timeline after Audrey finds Henry. We are supposed to play as him escaping from the pit where he was locked, while meeting our old friends and fighting new monsters. After that, Bendy the Cage was put on ice in April 2025. Joey Studios said that its mechanics and ideas were going to be experimented on in Bendy 3. Now let's go forward to October, where we get clues that Bendy the Cage was being brought back. In Bendy Secrets of the Machine, where after beating the Lone Wolf section and going to the drawing board, we saw a hanging hand with blood on it, and under it was a message. Thaw. People quickly connected that with Cage being put on ice. Later in the month, Mike, one of the Bendy developers whose name you will hear many times in this video, changed his profile picture on Twitter showcasing a Bendy icon thawing. And finally, on October 31st, we got a Bendy the Cage teaser. Now, let's talk about the new Bendy and the Ink Machine style controllers. A few days ago, on January 31st, we got a first look at the BATIF style controllers via a preview email. Along with the controllers, we were getting the Briar Label Bacon Soup, can as a bank, an oversized desk mat, a Nintendo Switch case, and a universal controller stand. And finally, on February 2nd, the controllers went live. They are available to buy right now on the official Captain Alex website, which will be linked in the description of this video. Bendy and the Ink Machine, Bendy and the Dark Revival, and Bendy Lone Wolf have all got new buyable soundtracks available on Steam. You can get them for $5 each, with the Lone Wolf one having a 20% discount. All of the soundtracks feature at least one bonus track, with Lone Wolf having as many as 4 bonus tracks. And now, I want to talk about one little funny situation I had with Mike. It all began from my giving free Bendy Lone Wolf Steam keys as a thank you to the community. I quoted that tweet saying, "Mike is like the only dev of a popular game that drops free game keys as a thank you, lol." And Mike actually responded with 3 more Steam keys for Dark Revival this time. Here you can see I was a little surprised, but then Mike created 3 more Ink Machine keys. Then Ink Machine OST keys, then Dark Revival OST keys, and finally Lone Wolf OST keys. And this isn't the end, because Ben Ninja replied to him, "Alright, keep him coming, where's Cage?" And Mike actually gave 1 Cage Steam key, but it unfortunately wasn't real, because when you look really close at it, you can see, haha, right, lol. That's all I wanna say about this situation. It was just so funny to me, and still is. But enough of that, let's continue on to the Bendy Madness sale. So, it was November 17th. Everyone was amazed by Cage's revival until something had happened with the Bendy merch website. On the website it said, "Remain calm. Something has happened to the Bendy store. Stay tuned." So we waited. And then the store came up with a madness sale. Everything, and I say everything, in the store was 90% off. People massively started buying everything, and we even got a limited Go Mad t-shirt. But this sale didn't just happen. It happened because everything that was included in this sale was supposed to disappear forever. And after it ended, it did. With now only things available in the shop being Lone Wolf stuff and metal posters. And finally, let's end this episode of Bendy News with every Bendy game getting quality of life updates. So, a few days ago, Mike on Twitter said, "Give me your list of easy to implement quality of life features for BATIF, BATIF, and BLW. Can't promise any of them will even be looked at or considered, but can say I didn't ask at least." And so it began. Many people from the fandom started tweeting things they would like to see fixed, improved, or added to the games. I even tweeted myself, showcasing that the keeper in the BATIF archives doesn't have a pose and that it would be cool if he had one, and Mike said he added it to the list of potentials. Mike said on January 30th that the list of potentials has 300 plus things. And that was a week ago, so we don't actually know how big the list is now. Mike has stated that this won't take away from the development of the Cage. Everything else is being done externally with teams with trust. I review and approve. But unfortunately, there is one bad news to this. Mike has said that all of these updates won't launch on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, for both Bendy and the Ink Machine and Bendy and Dark Revival, for unknown to me reasons. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Bendy News. If there are any news I missed in this video, let me know down in the comments, and I'll for sure mention them in the next news video. This was my most passionate video out of all of this on this channel, apart from Rainbrook's Nevermore, and I'd really appreciate it if you would hit that like and subscribe buttons. Well, thank you for watching.